Thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your weekly astrological overview for week commencing the 4th of November. The solar eclipse, which occurred at the end of last week, is an exciting development, and its influence is still going to be felt this week. In fact, its influence will be felt for 6 months. It linked in with the lunar eclipse in Aries, which occurred in the latter part of October. Now this is going to swing into action. It's really asking us to balance our need for individual gain and need with how this impacts on the other people that we're connected to. That's the broader, more, if you like, spiritual implications of this. But Scorpio is a sign that's very much to do with getting to grips with what the reality of a situation is, digging underneath the surface, not necessarily believing what's said, but finding out what's really meant. And that means taking an investigative stance, having a more forensic approach to things. This influence is great for marshalling finances more effectively. It's also good for ends and beginnings, because life is full of them. Sometimes we rue and mourn ends, quite rightly, because we have to clear the way for the new beginning. But also, the new beginning is the start of something bright and something that's more in keeping with the person we are now. So all this is bubbling away. And the ruler of Aries, Mars, is also very important because it's connecting with the Sun and Saturn for all of this week. This suggests that attention to detail and hard work are going to be important as much as business nows, or following our senses, being in touch with our hunches, which is coming from Scorpio. Venus also moves. It moves into the earthy sign of Capricorn. Now in this sector, Venus is very appreciative of fine things, whether it's fine food, fine clothes, or fine furniture. So you may find, because Venus is going to be in this area for an extended time, that this is going to be something, or these are going to be things that we can all appreciate. Of course, we like them at the best of times, but the global recession has meant that we've had to be a little bit more grounded in our hopes and expectations. But in a romantic context, we're looking for solidity, we're looking for security. Jupiter moves backwards from Thursday, rewinding. This is the planet of growth. Will the world suddenly start retracting again in its economies? I don't necessarily think so. This is about realism. And the sector, or the sign that Jupiter is occupying, Cancer, is very much a healing area for Jupiter. Jupiter here can really help us learn lots of lessons about governance, about nurturing, about mothering. It's really blessed in this area, so I don't think it's going to be bad news. In fact, the good news continues this week with Venus forging a wonderful link with Neptune, and that although Mercury is still continuing its retrograde through to the end of the week, it too forges a super link with Neptune. Neptune continues in its home zone of Pisces, so we all need to tap into our dreams. They can give us some important information about potential, and also our creativity. Embrace music, art, the theatre, wherever we can, because it really can be good for us. Be very healing too. As the week draws to a close, well, Mercury ends that retrograde, but there is a quarter moon between the moon in Aquarius and the Sun in Scorpio. This suggests, in a general sense, that we have to balance that need to get to grips with the more practical elements of Scorpio, i.e. cash, with the more humane side of things, humanity, interacting with people, helping people, being caring, which comes more from Aquarius. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you very much for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.